Hello, my name is Brigid Ovelia Catjoa, or Heblaska Wion Wakan, which is Lakota for Moose Medicine Woman. I am a Pleiadian priestess, and I call myself a Lakota druid to honor both of my indigenous ancestries that come both from Europe and from the continent I was raised on, known as Turtle Island or North America. And yeah, today I am here and very excited and maybe a little nervous to bring you my very first recorded channeling and transmission from the High Council of Telos, which is a light city and a group that exists within Mount Shasta, a volcano and mountain in modern-day California, North California. I had the incredible pleasure and amazement of connecting with the High Council through my channeling a couple of months ago and being guided to go to Mount Shasta for ceremony and meditation and to connect with them more deeply. And a very dear friend and longtime channeling mentor of mine, Octavia, had also received this guidance, so we, along with some others, ended up meeting a few weeks ago at Mount Shasta, and we were guided to go to various locations for camping and hiking and meditation and ceremony, and had some very magical experiences, seeing all sorts of things on the mountain and in the sky at night and during the day. And we connected very clearly with the 5D Arcturians that live there. We had some experiences witnessing and connecting with the energy of their ships in broad daylight and many passing at night. There was one night where, and keep in mind this is at like 10,000 plus elevation on the mountain, and it's just covered in snow all the way up to the 14,000 feet peak. But there was a night where the mountain was just covered in, there were these little lights appearing, and yeah, it was quite a sight knowing that there was no people up there. It was very, very mysterious. Yeah, and so during one of these expeditions where we were meditating up the mountain, I connected with the High Council again, and yeah, they requested that I provide a weekly channeling that I record and share publicly every Sunday for 1 year was their request, and I'm all here for it. Yeah, for those of you that are new to channeling or new to this and are wondering what is this about, I may record another video just to explain a bit more of my background with channeling and how this all came to be. Really the intention behind it, my personal intention, is to play the role that I basically came back to Earth for in this lifetime, to help with Earth's ascension process, and that includes all of the residents upon Earth, both human, animal, insect, plant, spirit, all the different energy forms of consciousness that exist on this planet, both seemingly physical or not. And just to aid in people being able to realize their highest potential and remember their soul missions, and to be able to thrive as a global society and community and become reconnected and fully fledged as a planet within the galactic community. Yeah, well, there's so much I want to speak to on this. I'll I'll definitely make another video too. I want to get into more of like the indigenous history there, and the mythology and the stories and the remembering of the star nations and the star people, and you know, the modern most popular term you might hear these days is alien. But that's not really a term that most of these beings and societies use for themselves. I don't actually know the human history behind where that term came from, but you know, each of these groups tend to prefer their nationality, I guess you could say, like calling them Pleiadian. Pardon me. Calling them Pleiadian or Arcturian, or the great numerous amounts of different nations that are out there and groups. I've had some of them giggle about the word alien. It might be the equivalent of, you know, calling someone like native or white or black, rather than like Lakota or even Canadian. Yes, well, I'm feeling it is time to get into the transmission now that I've given a nice introduction to what I'm doing here. Again, both excited and a little nervous since this is my first public recording channeling, but yeah, excited to see what comes through. Gonna take a moment to get myself centered, and I would invite you, if you would like to more fully receive any energies or frequencies or messages that come through, and to have it feel more embodied in your heart and your energy system, you can just tune in with me, and just starting to feel and imagine my mind and my consciousness is here in my heart space. You can even bring your hands and put a little pressure if that helps. Sometimes I put another hand near my solar plexus or near my womb, or just wherever feels intuitive, even just gently on your lap. And through our nose, to just take a nice slow deep breath in, as deep as you can go. And let it out slowly. And just to continue those breaths while keeping your consciousness in your heart. And for this third one, you may want to make a nice sigh as you breathe out. You can either choose to leave your eyes closed, or just a soft gaze, or whatever is comfortable for you. I'm going to start tuning in to the energy of Telos, of Lemuria, to the High Council, and open myself as a channel with the intention of allowing the best possible energies and frequencies and messages to come through that will be most relevant and helpful to all who will be tuning in to this recording. I invite you to continue those deep, slow breaths in, and to stay centered in your heart space. My name is Adama. Thank you so much for being open, for trusting that there is something here for you. We of the High Council understand this may be confusing or even frightening for some. We want to honor and give space for fear, for anxiety, for sadness and pain, for uncertainty. All emotions are important. No matter what evokes them, triggers them, brings them up, no matter what the seemingly external cause of them is, they matter. There can be a great deal of density in the human experience. Within each soul expression, there lies a shadow. That shadow is not something to be afraid of. It is a gift. This may sound funny or even strange to some of you, but suffering can be a great gift. It can show us the things that need to change in ourselves and in the world around us. We have heard the term, from humans actually, the golden shadow. The golden gifts that lie within the shadows, within the suffering. There is also a phrase with the word pain as an acronym. Pay attention, integrate now. If there is something you are feeling, whether it is as small as a nudge on your body, or something that feels very powerful and even overwhelming, a pain, a physical or emotional pain, it is a messenger. It is possible to go within and to talk to this pain. To treat it like a little animal who is hurt and scared and needs support and love. Like a baby kitten or a human child. Perhaps it won't be clear right away what it needs and wants. What kind of love, what kind of attention, or what action may need to be taken. But if you take the time to listen and to ask, you will receive the answers, the gifts. Perhaps you will receive the answers to what your sole purpose is here on earth at this time. What would most fulfill you and be of greatest service to the collective? One promise I can make is that if you listen to the information you receive and you follow it, the circumstances of your life and of all lives will improve. That is not to say you may not still face challenges, but to take it as if it's a game. That these challenges help you to unlock the next phase of your life, the next level of your reality, just like in a video game. And I hope today, in receiving this transmission, it helps you to remember and to be reassured that you are not alone. It is not just us in Telos that exist to support. Every single person, animal, insect, tree, plant, living being, mountain, every expression of consciousness on this planet has many aspects to their souls, in dimensions and realms seen and unseen. Some may be considered past lives, or a non-linear time, multi-dimensional selves. Some may be considered spirit guides or higher self, higher selves. And there is always the direct connection with Source, Creator, Wakantaka, God, Goddess, Goddess, Allah, Chi, Universe, all the many ways, all the many sounds to express our source. No one is disconnected from that. That is an illusion. That is a story. It is your choice, though. How much you wish to tune in and to receive from that place. Thank you deeply again for being open to this experience and this transmission. Again, we understand that it can evoke all sorts of questions and emotions. There will be space and time to process and to receive more information on this. And we are deeply grateful for Brigid for being open to this also, to transmit this information, to do this consistently for the next year, to bring as much love and energy and wisdom and support as we are able to whoever is open and is meant to receive it. And we leave it up to her and her higher guidance. What other information she would like to provide from her experiences and her knowledge on this. So thank you. And we look forward to connecting again. And thank you. Brigid here. If you still have your eyes closed and have been in quiet contemplation receiving all of this, I invite you to continue those nice deep slow breaths in and out. If they're not already on the floor, to put your feet on the floor, and you can just start to bring presence back to your body. You can touch your arms and your legs. You want to gently roll your neck in both directions, and maybe give a little stretch. Whatever intuitively feels good to bring yourself back to presence. I'm going to rub my hands together and put them on my eyes to slowly open my eyes and bring them some warmth and energy. Whew. Woo. Wow. That felt, there was quite some powerful energy coming through for me. while Adama was coming through. So just letting that settle and integrate. I can see in my mind's eye one of the first meditations and ceremonies that we did at Mount Shasta. I saw this flash of bright green light, like this big orb, deep within the mountain. And I could feel this beautiful energy, the energy of Telos and of Lemuria. And I felt it, like, connect directly to me. And I just felt this surge of energy. And I can really feel that energy again from this transmission, and I hope some of you out there can feel it too. It feels very profound to me. I always recommend to drink a good amount of clear, clean water, like a nice tall glass, and throughout the next couple of days after receiving a transmission such as this, just to help the energies move and circulate. You can even do a blessing and ask that of your water to help the energies move and integrate, or set an intention with the water before you drink it. Definitely putting your bare feet on the earth is helpful if that's available to you, or to just even visualize that happening if that's not available to you. And please feel free in the comments here on the YouTube video, or if you're watching this on Facebook, on the post, or any of my other social media channels that I have listed on my link tree or on my YouTube description. Please feel free to ask questions or to share your experience, or if you even have questions, to bring that into the conscious field. Questions for Telos or Adama. And then we can see what might come through for next week. I feel fully committed to following through with this being a weekly sharing for 1 year, and then to see where we're at. And in that time, I as I said at the introduction, I'll make some other videos explaining some things and sharing more of my experiences, and less nervous, just excited and grateful now. So again, my name is Brigid Ovelia Catjoa, or Eblaska Wingo Wakan, Moose Medicine Woman. I am a Pleiadian priestess, a Lakota druid. And I connect very deeply with the lineage of the rose, the sisterhood of the rose as well. I have many sisters across many dimensions. Mary Magdalene, Ashtara, High Priestess of Atlantis, and a few others that I connect with very strongly, and softly. So perhaps they will come through in another sharing sometime, or you. Well, thank you so much. Wishing you the exactly perfect day that you are meant to have today, in shadow and in light, and all the rainbow earth in between. Okay. Thank you.